Hi guys, it's Ray with Ray's Turquoise Turtle. Today I am starting a project. I thought it would be fun to try and do 2 cups almost side by side, but I'm going to do them in 2 separate videos so they don't run terribly long. But I'm going to do one as a full wrap, and then I'm going to do one as pieces and components, but basically end up with a very similar cup at the end. So I took what was a full background wrap from Creative Fabrica, which was the wood look background, whitewashed wood, and the sunflowers, and then I added the Mom Life Messy Bun sunflower head image over top of that, so I have one solid image for this one. So this is going to be the full wrap version, and then I will link below the video where I do the faux wood look on the cup myself and individually apply the rest of the components. So almost identical cups, but 2 different processes depending on what your comfort level is. So this is the image we're working with. I will put the 2 images on Creative Fabrica in the link down below. I am hoping this is sealed well enough. I'm sealing in very, very cold temperatures, so I'm going to give this a soak a minute. I have a Dollar Tree cookie sheet over here that I'm soaking it in. I have a makeup applicator silicone brush that I'm going to use as the squeegee. And I printed on my HIIPOO brand clear inkjet Waterslide decal paper. So that is that. I'm going to give this a couple minutes in its water bath. I do look like I'm going to have a couple spots at the bottom that are going to stick to the backing. That does happen occasionally. So hopefully it won't fight me too much. So I'm going to go ahead while that finishes up and get my cup damp. So let's see if I'm starting to slide or not. And I am just about there, I believe. So I'm going to try and line this up pretty tight to the top. Do make sure, I like to work on my handle. It also helps me make sure my image is like right side up to the cup. See, this is where it's sticking a little bit, and that's going to be a problem when I get there. This is from oversealing, so I may have to doctor it up a bit, unfortunately, if I can't carefully get it to pull up. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. I believe the rest of it's going to release fine. So I'm going to hold that little piece that I had started. And I'm going to squeegee now, only because I got that little bit of a rough start. Normally I wouldn't squeegee at this point. But now of course it's going to fight me. Alright, so now I am just going to, I feel like I'm pretty well lined up. I'm just going to rotate the cup and let the water slide off the backing. Scoot the backing out of the way. I'm going to see if I can't nudge it back up towards the top just a tiny bit. I print these at approximately 9.3 wide by 8.2 tall for a full wrap. I'm just kind of nudging it a little bit to try and get the line somewhat straight. I don't believe they actually truly meet up to begin with, so I'm going to set this back on the backing so I can see if I can get this little corner unfolded, because this is really the only spot that got a little bit buggered up. And I think it'll be just fine. So, thankfully. All right. So, now I'm going to take my silicone brush and I am just going to keep the brush damp and top to bottom just wipe up and down. I'm going to kind of work from the center one way and then the center the other way. That way it pushes anything towards the seam, any water, air, anything like that. I do have a little bit of a tear here, so I'm going to kind of try and just nudge it back together gently. And hopefully that will dry pretty well in place. So if I'm comfortable that I don't have bubbles under here, and I am pretty comfortable, I'm not seeing anything major, I'm going to let this sit and dry for several hours, and then I will come back and get the epoxy layer on top. I am probably going to give it some kind of a cheat glitter just for a tiny little bit of sparkle. So I will be back. Okay, so this one is ready for epoxy. It is going to get a little tiny bit of my perfect white diamond dust sheet from It's Pretty Personal. About that much on a little scooper. That's it. A little bit of this stuff goes a very, very long way. This is the bigger size they carry of the cheats, but just gonna get it mixed in and get it on the cup. This one's so pretty and can literally go over anything whatsoever. They're all pretty, but they all have different uses. I'm working my way through the collection. So I'm just gonna get it on here. Okay, so that is on there. I'm gonna get back to work on the other version of this cup, and once I have both of them done, I will film a final segment to put in both videos showing both cups head to head. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so here is this one fully done. I love it. This water slide went on so nice and clean. Just about perfect in the back. Like these two lines are perfect, and then they kind of did their own thing. But I had that little tear up here, which you can barely see. So no biggie. And I'm gonna bring in the other one for comparison. This is the one that I created from separate components. So because this one overlaid on top, you can't see as much of the lines through, but they both work. They both look great, and there you go. I thought I used the same tumbler, but I'm pretty sure that this one's a hog and this one's a maker flow, or vice versa. So, you know, you can see they're slightly different, but not a big deal. They're not going as a set. So, the only other difference is this is sparklier, because even though I use the same amount of the diamond dust, this one's on top of the image and this one is below the image. So, slightly different look there, but that's it. Let me know if you think I should do more of these type of videos where I can do a full wrap and then something I can create by component for people that aren't comfortable doing a full wrap. Thanks for watching, and I will link this video down below in the description.